It's a new nonprofit focused on promoting sustainability within Charlotte. So by that, sustainable business practices, sustainable public policies, as well as individual choices. The first thing we're really focused on is creating a vision for a sustainable Charlotte. So we're bringing together a broad cross-section of sustainability leaders in the city. So folks not only from government and the business sector, but especially the nonprofit sector and the academic community, to really come together and think, collaboratively, how can we, where do we want to go as a city? So big picture thinking. Well, the focus of this conference is really about building community in a sustainable way, which is really essentially what our mission is. It's recognizing that there's a social equity dimension, an environmental protection dimension, as well as an economic development dimension of every community, and that those three have to be thought of in concert, simultaneously. So that focus is our focus, and it really seems to be what this event's about, is bringing about ideas that will move us in that direction. So I'm hoping to get some new ideas, meet other people who understand that type of thinking, and can maybe work together to implement some of those ideas. Okay. There's an organization called SustainLane that ranks the top 50 metropolitan areas in the country, and Charlotte, as of last year, was ranked 35th out of 50. So we have definitely a bit of a hill to climb. I think that the tide is turning. I think people are starting to understand the importance of sustainability here in Charlotte, but certainly not everyone. And there's a lot that needs to happen in order for us to improve our ranking and our sustainability. Well, I think that we really need to reduce our vehicle miles traveled per day. VMTs is the term. We have a light rail line that's exceeded ridership, and everyone knows is a great success, hands down. We really need to build on that and recognize what that's done for the city. And that's one example, is building transit systems that will reduce the amount of time we spend in our vehicles and emissions that result from that. One thing we've really done is, as a city in Charlotte, with our rapid growth, is we've grown outward rather than densely or upward. And I think that there's a new recognition too that we have a lot of existing infrastructure in the city that we could redevelop, and I think that's a huge opportunity, rather than growing into our adjacent forest and farmlands, really taking the old industrial parts of Charlotte and revamping them. I am. First of all, I think you have to be. I think if you're trying to do this type of work and you don't think it's possible, it makes it pretty tough to do it every day. But I'm also optimistic, I think, for realistic reasons. I think that there is a growing understanding and movement, not just locally, but across the state, across the country, across the world, really, that this is the direction we need to go, that there's really not an alternative. And I think it's probably not happening as fast as some of us would like, but I think we also recognize that it's inevitable, and it is happening. So I think it's exciting to be a part of that.